3, 2, 1. Hey friends, Janky here, and welcome to another Hanging with Janky. So I'm sure some of you are looking at this video and thinking, Janky, why is this Hanging with Janky 50? Because I'm pretty sure the last Hanging with Janky you did was 48. Well, yes, that's true, but because I didn't do a Hanging with Janky last week at PAX, I'm kind of considering Janky at PAX to be sort of an extended Hanging with Janky. A Hanging with Janky special, if you will. Not to mention, I just didn't want to throw off the count, like, we're so close to 1 year of Hanging with Janky and 1 year of the channel, so I was just like, look, we're just calling this one 50. It's going to be great. But 50, yay, 50, that's so cool. And then in 2 weeks, it'll be a year. Years since I started Hanging with Janky. Not years, a year, one single year. Anyway, that's enough pre-show ramble. Let's start into it with channel talk, subs, and also gaming news. There's some good stuff this week, and I'm excited to get back to gaming news. Is that how I wanted that sentence to go? Whatever. Okay, so let's talk about what got up on the channel this past week. There was quite a bit. Most of it was stuff that I had already pre-recorded. Also, it was a little off schedule because there was some stuff that we didn't get recorded before I left for PAX. Particularly Pit People, but, you know, we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, here's what we got up. We got up Night in the Woods, episodes 9 and 10. Cool stuff. We were hanging out with B in those episodes. Things got real, and I have to say, I took some time yesterday to record some more Night in the Woods, and things only get crazier. Like, not just real, but, like, crazy. So if you want to know, it's the Halloween. It's Halloween in Possum Springs, and things are about to go down. I'm yelling timber. Also this week, we wrapped up Odyssey. We got the last 2 episodes of that up, so now that's over and done with, which is sad, because that was actually a really cool game. It had a really cool premise. There was a lot of really cool science stuff that was being learned, I think, in that game. It was actually an educational game, and I think they did a very good job putting it together to be educational. And it's a little sad that that's going to be over. And now I have to figure out some new thing to take its place. So, working on figuring out what the next Janky Plays is going to be. Not sure what it is yet, but it has to tide me over until Ukulele drops, so I don't know. Then, of course, if you've been paying attention, there's the Janky at PAX series where I recount my various tales of PAX, which are multitudinous and delightful, so definitely go check that out if you want to hear more about my experiences at PAX. Then, we did get up some Pit People. Joe and I finally got some time to record it this week, so I put some up. We are dealing with Scrumptious. We are finishing up the Scrumptious quest, which leaves us one major side quest left and then all the bonus missions scattered across the globe. And they just updated Pit People, actually. I just remembered. They included the new thing, Emperor's Orders, which is a really cool premise that I'll talk about in Janky at PAX in a different video. But also a mini-map, which is also going to be super duper helpful. Again, I'll talk about it later, but good stuff. So, that's not in this video, but it will probably be in upcoming videos, so good stuff. Definitely check that out. And finally, Janky's Lab got started, funnily enough, on Friday, in place where a usual demo day would be. But here's the difference. I am going to put up Janky's Lab more often. I just need to sit down and record some more. I've already recorded one for Ape Out, and I'm recording some more as I have time to record it. It's a very busy weekend for me, but my spring break is coming up, which means I'll finally be able to sit down and record a ton of content, which will be super exciting for me to get that done. So good stuff. Okay, and then we have what is coming up on the channel. So let me talk to you guys a bit about what is coming up on the channel. We have more Night in the Woods, obviously, good stuff. Halloween, it's going to be great. Pit People with Joe, we still need to record it, but good stuff is coming. Janky at PAX, of course, because I finished covering PAX Day 1, but I still have PAX Day 2 to cover, and there was so much I saw PAX Day 2. So many games and stuff. I only booked 2 appointments, one in the morning and one at like the middle of the afternoon for PAX on Sunday. So it left me plenty of time to walk around and check out a whole bunch of really cool games. Totally worth it. And then more Janky's Lab will be coming, and also Guts and Glory, because they released the last 4 official tracks for the Yang family. So I've been playing those. I still have one more to record because it's a real hard track and it's going to be a video all to itself. Is there anything else? Oh, I'll probably also do some community tracks from that one too, because there's over like 300 community tracks now for Guts and Glory, so I'll definitely try some of those out because they look super duper fun and hilarious. So there's that coming out as well. And then possibly a new Let's Play. I'm going to be honest, it might be Song of the Deep, because I got a new hat because my old hat is like the elastic is worn out and it's falling to pieces, and I got a new hat and it's a Song of the Deep hat, but I've never played Song of the Deep, so I feel real bad about it. So that might be a thing that's coming up, so yay. Alrighty then, now it's that time of day where I thank those marvelous, wonderful human beings who subbed the channel. I didn't get to thank them last week. There are so many new people to thank, and I will thank them all right now. Also, exciting stuff. We have 201 subscribers, guys. We are over 200 subscribers strong. That's so awesome and cool and wonderful. Thank you all so much. This is so meaningful to me to be over 200. That's so nice. And plus my friend MEK just hit 100 subs on her channel, so we're all moving along and it feels really awesome and good. And I will be doing something for 200. I'm just not sure what it is yet because I am just terrible at celebrating milestones like this. But I do have the PAX giveaway. I haven't set it up yet, but I have this stuff for it. I realized looking at some of my other friends who went to PAX and their swag giveaways that they're much better than mine. They apparently know how to get swag way better than I do. But I'm giving away one swag bundle. I'm making a bundle of swag, and you guys will be up for it. And that's what I got. I might try to throw some Steam keys in there or something just to make it more interesting, but yeah, it's good stuff. Sweetness. So that will also be coming up. But now it's time to thank the subscribers that I do know because they're in my list here over on YouTube. So let's get thanking. First up, we have the Epic Time Pass channel with 518 subscribers. They do everything from DIY to gaming to makeup tutorials to all sorts of different things. So definitely go check them out because they are the most variety of variety channels. They seem super duper nice and they seem to have pretty good content. They also have over 3,095 videos, which is crazy. So definitely go check them out, and thank you ETPC for subbing my channel. Next up, we have Gummy Productions with 68 subscribers strong. They do Let's Plays, Stardew Valley, Minecraft, and all sorts of things. Definitely go check them out because they seem also to be very kind and very entertaining. Thank you, Gummy Productions, for subbing my channel, and definitely go check them out in the links in the description below. And the last person I have here on my list is Tender Gaming with 63 subscribers. They do all sorts of things. Disney Infinity, The Co-op Plays, Medieval, also Fatal Labyrinth, The Journey of Francois. I assume that's how you pronounce that name. X-Men and all sorts of things. Definitely go check them out. They seem totally cool and sweet. And thank you so much, Tender Gaming, for subbing my channel. And that is actually all the subs that I know about because those are the ones in the subscriber list. If I find more, of course, I will thank you next week during the subscriber thanks. But of course, I'll also thank you right now. All 201 of you. You're marvelous, wonderful human beings. Never forget that. And thank you so much for liking and enjoying my content and subbing to the channel. I hope you continue to enjoy it going into the future. I love you all. Thank you. Oh, also some other news personal news that I want to wrap up before we get into actual gaming news. I want you guys to check out a couple of these things because they're super cool. First of all, I got a sweet new thing, my favorite color, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and also my favorite color. I finally broke down and got a controller. because everyone's like, you need a controller, Janky, to do things on video games on the computer. And I'm like, no, I don't. But some games are just much easier to play on controller than they are on keyboard. So I'm just like, fine, I'll get one. I'll get one. It's wired, so it's cheaper than the wireless, and I'm cool with it. Then I also finished this thing. I wanted to show this off to you guys. It's my little sprite. I call him Rune. He's from Hob. Also, if you guys would actually like, if you guys are into paper crafty sort of things, I'm not sure how crafty you are, but if you are, I can totally send you a PDF link to make your own little Hob sprite. But yeah, I got this from the Hob exhibit at PAX, and I put it together yesterday, and he's so cute and adorable. Look at him. He's so teeny tiny. And I call him Rune because Runic Games, and it's delightful. So, I just wanted to show those to you guys real quick because I enjoy them and I find them sweet. And yes, I know he's like hidden behind my mic stand right now, which is why I brought him out so you guys can see. And then, yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to add before moving on to gaming news? I don't think so. All right, let's move into gaming news, shall we? First up in gaming news, Super Mario Run is coming to the Android. Yes, this is something Android users have been complaining about for quite some time. iPhone users can play Super Mario Run, but Android users have to play the cheap knockoff games. Well, now they can play Super Mario Run. Well, not now, but March 23rd. That's when it's releasing, so they can finally get in on the fun. I've actually beaten the game several times over. I've unlocked all the characters that you can unlock, and then right now I'm working on collecting all of the black coins because I really want them black coins so that I can completely complete the game and I can be like, yo, check out how skillful I am. But it's super fun, so Android users, get in on it because it's a blast. Yeah. Speaking of apps, Curse is launching their D&D app. So, I'm sure D&D fans already know about this, but Curse is working on an app, or has worked on an app, is releasing an app called D&D Beyond, which focuses on, D&D. Essentially, it's a companion app to the existing game. You can use it to create characters, create storylines, I think. I don't know. The whole thing seems very unclear. I know that you can use it to create your characters and, manage your characters. I don't know if it has any bearing on the story. I literally looked at the app's page and I'm just like, I don't know exactly what this does. So I watched the trailer video for it, and that's where I got that it can manage characters, and then everything else I'm just like, so what else does this app do? I'm unclear. I don't know. But it's releasing, so that's something, right? Also, speaking of apps, the Apple Store is creating a permanent indie game showcase. Okay, so this is actually really cool. As you know, PC gamers have long appreciated the indie game scene. The indie game scene is awesome and produces a lot of really great games that rise to stardom. Much more often than AAA games. I mean, don't get me wrong, AAA totally has their market and their awards, but indie games are pretty awesome, I think. So this new section of the App Store, which kicked off on the 16th, will be a permanent installation in the App Store, showcasing cool indie games, starting with Mushroom 11, a PC title from 2015 that just made the jump to mobile last week. In fact, the creator of Mushroom 11, Itty Keren, had some words to say about this new feature on the App Store. While independent works often set the creative tone, the consumers can unintentionally send the market in a different direction, in terms of genre, pricing, and creative risk. By setting up this showcase and reserving this desired spot on their store, Apple is essentially taking a stand to ensure the creativity, sustainability, and diversity. Yeah. I personally am a huge fan of indie games. They're my favorite kind of games to play. Also, much more affordable than AAA titles, which I basically never play here on the channel, as you well know. So, I am all for Apple showcasing indie games because I think that they totally deserve some spotlight, and they totally deserve appreciation. So, good for you, Apple. Way to show off your indie games. Go indie games, what? Go indie games, what? Go indie games, go indie games, go indie games, what? So it turns out that Outlast 2 will be banned in Australia. So this is something that's actually been circulating for, I don't know, probably about a week now, but it was funny whenever I heard it, that apparently Australia has decided that Outlast 2 is not appropriate at all for anyone, so they're just straight up banning it. The official rating, according to the Australian classification website, is refused classification. The computer game is classified RC in accordance with the National Classification Code, Computer Games Table 1A, as computer games that depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug, misuse, or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that they offend against the standards of morality, decency, and propriety, generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. That was quite a mouthful. Here's the thing, I just don't understand why Australia is suddenly taking a stand with Outlast 2. I mean, there are plenty of other games out there, particularly in the horror genre, that if Outlast 2 is being banned, I feel like they also should probably deserve a ban. I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe they are banned already. I don't know. I don't know Australian system. I don't know what they've taken a stand against in the past. I just find it funny that they're banning Outlast because they're just like, no, this game is just no. And having played the demo, I tend to agree. I'm not a horror fan, and it was horrifying and gross. There was a lot of real grossness. Sure. So banning it? Sure. I get it. Hey, so for all you Disney fans out there, definitely check out the Disney Afternoon Collection releasing April 18th. So this is a series of Capcom games that were made in the 90s for the SNES, featuring titles such as Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, DuckTales 2, and Tailspin, a collection of 6 classic NES games in perfect 16-bit remastered to 180p resolution, and they will be coming to PC. Sorry, I couldn't quite get all of those words out in my head. Anyway, this is totally awesome. You get all 6 of these games for $20. I assume on the Steam store, although it doesn't really say where you can get it at. But it's really cool of Capcom, I think, to be re-releasing these sweet games. I mean, I remember I love DuckTales, and I love Darkwing Duck, and I was indifferent toward Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, but Tailspin was awesome. So it's pretty cool that they're putting all of these things together, and I think that that's really awesome. Not to mention, have you seen the new DuckTales trailer or anything? David Tennant is Scrooge McDuck. It's pretty awesome. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. And if you're a Disney fan, this is totally something to be jazzed about. And I love Disney, so I'm jazzed about it. And circling back around to Nintendo for the end of gaming news today, we have the Dolphin Emulator, which you can now buy Wii Store stuff on. So, obviously, huge thing in the gaming community are emulators, things that you can put on your computer to emulate console gaming. And the most popular emulator for Nintendo is the Dolphin Emulator, which allows you to play Sweet, Sweet Wii from the comfort of your computer. What's interesting is that in the latest update of Dolphin, you can now purchase things from the Wii Shop channel, like the actual Wii Shop channel, like demos, games, virtual console, like you can purchase it from the Wii Shop channel now, guys. To be honest, I'm just kind of surprised that Nintendo hasn't like stepped in at all, apparently, yet about this, because this definitely seems like the sort of thing that Nintendo would be like, yo, excuse you, why are you doing this thing? Care to explain? Although, it's also surprising that they haven't just shut Dolphin Emulator down anyway. But this is an interesting new development. This is a brand new world. If I downloaded Dolphin Emulator, which I haven't yet, but if I did, I could get Ocarina of Time and play it on the channel. I've never played Ocarina of Time before, guys. It could be so epic. OMG. This could be great. This could be amazing. And this is good news. This is good news. This was even better than I thought it was going in. It's gotten better in my head over time. This is good. This is good stuff. This is good. This is good. Dolphin Emulator. Super cool stuff. And that's all the gaming news I have for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed yet another week of hanging with Janky. If you did, you can totally leave a like down below. Comments, positive or negative. If you have any thoughts on the news stories or anything like that, please feel free to leave that below. More than that, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out. Hey friends, Janky here. Hope you liked the video. If you did, you can totally find more of my content in these links off to the side here. And if you really liked it, you can become part of the year of 1,000 subs here on the channel and use that button down below to subscribe and become part of the Jank Squad. But more than that, I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you at the next video. Until then, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out.